the 2025 KECC One Cause rollout. Woo! Jazz hands. We're excited. Do you feel the excitement? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best tool we have found. We have looked and we have looked. We've heard the complaints about our former platform. We know that there were issues with the fees, and we felt the pain that you all felt. Lakeisha has been amazingly gracious in walking us through the One Cause platform and helping us to see and find all of the amazingly cool toys and tools that they have. The one thing that this is not going to have that we used to, that it is not going to have the one big pretty rally up screen that shows everybody's events. Instead, we're using the KECC Facebook page. Remember, we have a KECC Facebook page, and I know all of you in your cabinets like it and share it and love it. We're going to be promoting there. We'll also be out as I see them going up on to route or onto One Cause. I'll be putting them out on the Facebook page. Cindy, if she catches them, she'll be putting them out there. We will
You
try
were
to
told
be.
you didn't have to invite him.
I'm sorry, Stephanie, you're not mute. Um, we will constantly be keeping up with those as best we can. But if we miss one, let us know. If you've got an event going up, Becky is going to have the best event going up here this afternoon. As soon as Bourbon and Beyond tickets go live, you're going to want to start bidding on them because they are going to be fantastic. So we are not going to delay this any further. Lakeisha, if you want to share
Sure.
your screen. So I have already invited all of my lead coordinators to be able to access and be an event manager in One Cause in our platform. If you want any of your coordinators to have access to that, I need for you to send me their name and their email. That's all I need, and say, put them in One Cause, and we will get them put into One Cause. Yesterday, I invited all of please let me know if you did not get that. I will also put my email in chat right now. So if you are here from one of the divisions and you know that you need access to set up events, you can email me as well, and we will get you taken care of. In the meantime, Lakeisha, I'm going to let you do your thing, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Can everyone see my screen? Yes,
Yes.
thumbs up. Okay, cool. And so, Roberta, do you have someone that we're gonna set up their event for, or do you want me just to pick one and kind of go through the templates that we have here?
So we actually, somehow our golf scramble template is gone. I just noticed that. We had 3 templates, now we have 2. That's okay.
Well, those are all my things.
Yes, those are all
So,
yours.
so the golf scramble I just did. So, I mean, you all can look. I would love for you to look and help me through that one. I got to get
Sure.
3 of those together.
Okay.
So what I do want you all to hear is that we have set up a Jeans Day template, an auction template, and we're going to set up a golf scramble template. The reason that for these templates is that it just automatically populates that sundry information, the payment stuff, the verbiage, the KECC verbiage and logos, that kind of stuff. So you can actually just, and I'm not sharing, so I don't know why I'm moving my mouse. You can go over to the 3 buttons and hit those and create a new event like this, and it will create the event as a sales site, as a silent auction site, as a golf scramble site. You'll be able to just pull that out and go, and then start your own information from there. Did I do that right, Lakeisha?
Yes, that's exactly right. And so
Excellent.
we can create. I think this one here was the template. And so the name has just changed, which is absolutely fine. And so just depending on what your event is going to detail will depend on which template that you use. And so if there's like a gala or something that you're doing that's something that's big, you can take any of these and use the template for that. So I heard someone say they want to look at their golf one. Is this the correct one here for Grayson Lake?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me what different things are you going to have? Are you having a silent auction, live auction? What components of your golf, or what are you using your golf event for?
I was going to be using this for registration
Okay.
and selling golfer packets and additional things like that.
Okay.
So
Okay, perfect. So
so
let's
I've got it set up and
Mhm. So you have your tickets, which everything looks good here. So your individual players, so we'll start there. So right here on this menu, this is going to be anything that you want to look at organizational wise. But inside your event and to get everything set up, this menu search here is what you're going to mostly use. And so the first thing that you want to come in and do is going to be to set up your tickets, especially if you're going to sell any tickets. And so if I look at yours, there is an individual ticket which looks good. And we can open this just to kind of show you what that looks like to edit. So this will be, you'll click create tickets, you'll go in, you'll put your ticket name, any descriptions that you have. If it's active that you want to sell it, you're going to make sure that's checked. And then if you only have a certain amount of tickets that are available, you want to make sure that you put those amounts there, your ticket price, and your value of your ticket. So this will be your individual ticket. So this one looks good and set up. And so this one right here is your team entry, which is 4 players. So it'll be your players, so your foursomes. So let's take a look at that one. The only difference between your individual tickets and your foursomes, you want to, or if you're selling like a table of 10 or whatever it is, if there's a group of tickets, you want to make sure you click enable group pricing, because what that
okay.
does is when your golfers for this event go in, it will group that foursome all together by the
Okay.
ticket manager. So we're going to click that there. And so this is going to have 4 tickets because it
Okay.
is 4 players.
That's where I was confused. Awesome. There
Yep.
you go.
And so it's broke down by the prices. It tells you how much it is for each individual one, and that's just for your own reconciliation purposes. So I'm going to save this one
Perfect.
for you, and then I'm going to look at your twosome and make sure that one. So we're going to do the same thing here. And so you're saying you're only going to sell 2 twosomes. How many twosomes can you sell?
I just put in I don't know the numbers yet from the park, so just put a number in there for now.
Okay. And we can
I
keep
mean,
if you we can make it, let's see. Do you think you would sell like 10 twosomes
just
or
yeah,
more?
put 10.
And you can always go back in and adjust that if you are looking at your tickets here. So this will show like your individual sold tickets, and you're like, well, hey, maybe I can add another foursome or whatever. You can
Okay.
always go in and adjust that.
Okay.
And let's look at your golf package. So, this looks like something that you would be selling, like a fixed price item, maybe the day of while they're out playing golf. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do, so this wouldn't be a ticket. So we're just going to take this one off, and we're going to put this under a fixed price item for you.
Okay.
So we're
Okay.
going
And
to
I think
take that.
the rest of that on there is going to be a fixed price then.
Yes, yeah, and I'm just going to delete them so that your event will be
Okay.
clean. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so this right here, just to kind of go through a little bit of what the rest of this ticket section will do. Does your golf have any questions that you want to ask, like dietary restrictions, or anything that you want them to answer while they're going through and purchasing their tickets?
Yes, there will be we'll probably have a waiver in there for them to agree to, and probably the dietary restrictions, allergens or anything like that we probably put in there since we're serving a meal.
Okay, so we can create that. Do you want it to be open-ended where you just want to say, do you have any dietary restrictions? Or do you want to set it up where they have to select like vegan, chicken, steak, or something like that?
Just only where if there's any or if they have any restrictions that they can just
Okay.
fill out. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you like to word that? Do you want me to put, please let us know if you have any dietary restrictions, or what type of, how do you want that to read?
I would just say, please let us know if you have any dietary restrictions or allergies.
Okay. Oops. Oh, so let's see. We are at our 60 max. Do you want to take out, please let us know, and just put, do you have?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Or allergies. Okay, testing my spelling. Okay, and so that'll be for all of your ticket types. So they'll get that answer. So we're gonna save those. Okay, so that all looks good for you. And so that looks good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about setting up your landing page. As Ms. Roberta said, each event will have their own separate landing page where your guests will come and purchase their tickets, purchase their fixed price items, any raffles. So all of that will be set up. So to get that set up for your page, you're going to come under site setup here. And then you're going to go and click site design. Site design will let you put your color, your primary color here. If your event has a separate logo, you will upload that. This is the desktop header, and let me go to your, I'm going to turn your page on for a minute so that we can see what it looks like, so I can show everyone where everything goes. So where it said your logo, so that's there. The section where it said desktop header, that is this section that's back here. So that is the picture that you have right here. And then where it says your story slideshow. So this is that middle section here. You can put up to 5 different slides there. This is the standard. If you put no pictures, it's going to take your event details and create this middle for you. Any past golf events that you want to put pictures up, you can do that, and you have up to 5.
Okay.
And then on the bottom, this is your story editor. So this is what you have down here. You can put words about the event, about golf, whatever you want, details you want to share with your guests. This story section here will always be at the top. This is your get ticket button. So when your guests come to purchase their tickets, this is what they will see. And then you have this extra section here, which is your become sponsors. And then also, please stop me if you have any questions or anything, or if I'm moving too fast. Sometimes I do talk a little fast. And so it asks you right here for your display and configurations. So right now you have the the thank you. So there, if they donate, their names will pop up here, but you don't have the thermometer enabled. So if someone was to donate, they can't see like the prices, or I mean, they can't see how much has been raised already, and that's fine. That's your preference. You can choose and do however you want. If you choose to do the thermometer, this whatever you check in these boxes, that is what will show on the thermometer
Okay.
for your guests to see.
Yeah.
When it comes to your slides, if you look right here, it tells you what size the images need to be so that they can show up on the screen. So that is getting that part all set up. And let's see, for your payment settings here. And so for all of your events, Ms. Roberta, do you have a standard covered cost that you want everyone to use, or that will be different depending on the event? So your covered cost would be your credit card processing fees.
I think credit card processing fees, is there, I mean,
So
is there
Visa
a way to
and
just hit it standard?
Yeah, so our it's going to default to 5. But Visa and MasterCard, I believe, are like at 3.5%, and then American Express is like 3.9. So it's kind of up to you whatever percentage you want to use.
Becky, this is your event we're doing right now. Do you have an opinion on this?
So while I feel like they were paying more than 5% with the other. Weren't they paying more than 5%
Oh,
with
yeah.
Rally Up? I
Yeah.
thought so too. Um,
The 5% we should be, that's gonna be the highest for the credit card fees, right?
I mean, you can make it higher. That's up to you. This
well,
is totally
no,
up
I
to
don't
you.
want to go
No.
higher. I
No,
just
I
want to
don't
make
wanna
sure
go
we cover
higher.
that
I wanna
cost.
go
I mean,
where-
5's fine.
What we need to cover the expenses.
Yeah, so 5%
Yeah.
will cover all
Yeah,
of your
that's
credit
fine.
cards.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Let's do
fine with
that.
that. Have
Oh.
the person pay that fee. Yes,
Mhm.
that's what we want.
Oh, and then this button here, so right now it's auto selected. So that means that for your guests to not pay it, they will have to uncheck the box. You do have the option to have it the reverse way, where if you want the box to be unchecked and for them to check to have to pay it, the standard is usually to keep it auto selected. Most of them notice, and they'll uncheck it if they don't want to pay it.
All right.
So that's that set up there. None of the rest of
So
this. Mhm.
there's no way to just automatically charge that processing fee. We only give them the option to do it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So that's all set up, and nothing else here you have to worry about. So once you come in, so all of your events, you will come in and you will come in and make sure that you put your cover cost there.
Okay.
All right. So let's look at your sponsors. So I saw you put in some sponsored levels here. So your whole sponsor and your team sponsor package. Look at your whole. So for your whole sponsor, do they get any tickets? Or any golf?
They'll get tickets. So because what I dealt with when I did Heaven Hill, they did 2 teams, and they wanted to do the sponsorship too. So it was just easier when I did the one thing. I did it in one that way, but this is a totally different system. So what's the best way to do it?
So how many golfers do they get with? Is this package $100, or is that the?
A whole sponsor is just a sign on
Okay.
on the course.
Okay, but they don't get any golf.
They don't get
golf.
anything. I didn't realize you were just on that. That's just a sign. So I need to assign on the golf course.
Yep. So this is fine. So we'll leave that there, $100. And that you have your additional benefits. So that looks good. So I'll save this one. And so this one is a team and whole sponsor package. Okay, so this one is
Yeah, that's
350.
what. Yeah,
Yep. So we can
I see the add ticket types
yep.
down there.
So we're
Aha,
gonna
okay.
click add tickets here, and then they get 4, or how many tickets do
Yes,
they get?
they
4?
get 4.
So this is already 4 tickets, so we're just gonna click it once and then click add tickets, and that way anyone who purchased it, their 4 tickets will be all grouped together for you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so we're gonna save this one. Any other sponsor packages you're gonna add, or you just have these 2?
Becky?
Say that again. I'm sorry. I got
That's okay. Is there,
distracted.
are you going to add any other sponsor packages?
Maybe. I don't know
Okay.
of any.
Any
Yeah,
questions? That's fine. Any
no.
questions about adding those? And that's the only thing the part that you want to connect is just make sure that you connect the tickets to the sponsorship package.
Okay, perfect.
So that looks good there. All right.
Lakeisha, which
Yes.
credit card did you say was 5%?
American Express. I think it's like 4.9 unless that has changed in a while.
Okay. Roberta Ryan asked the question, why would we have a 5% cover if the credit card fees are less than 4? That would be the answer, because we know that the highest credit card fee we could have is 5%.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't vary those credit card fees by credit card. We have to put just a flat credit card fee in there.
Correct.
So where does the other 1.2% go if it's a 3.8% credit card fee?
It goes to, so our fee. So what'll happen is when you reconcile, that will just be added to whatever your pot will be at the end of the night. So it kind of weighs out. If you have 5, it'll help with people who choose not to pay the credit card processing fee. So that'll just go to those additional credit cards that's left over, that the guests who chose not to pay the fee. So it's less that you guys have to pay at the end of the event.
Does that make sense, Roberta?
It does. Is there a fee, a one cause fee on top of that?
No. So everything that once you guys have paid for the
We
software,
paid for our membership.
that's everything.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think the confusion came when in the beginning she was talking about credit card fees and she said 3.9. So I think the confusion came as to why we jumped to 5.
Right,
It's
right,
because
exactly.
the different cards have different.
Right, but it was
fees.
3.5 and then 3.9. So I think there was some confusion as to whether it was 3.9 or 4.9. So
Okay. Yeah, and I can double check to see what the American Express is, just to make sure that that's not too high for your guests. Like I said, they have the option. They can say yes or no. Most guests, if you have a silent auction or if it's like your fixed price item or whatever it is, they more than likely would just go ahead and pay it. It's just when you get to your sponsors and they have like the $10,000 package or something like that, those are the ones that tend to not, because they'll use their check or whatever instead of a credit card to pay.
Are they able to do electronic check through this system?
They are
ACH?
not, but you are. So
Okay.
if someone gives you their account and routing number, you can add it in for them as a payment. They cannot.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And let's see. So for your golf, is it going to be, I know we looked at some fixed price items. So let's add those back under fundraising and then your fixed price.
Okay.
And so one of them I know was your mulligans, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's create that one. And let's see. And so you can come back if you want to add a picture, that's fine. What are your prices for your mulligans?
I'll have, let's just put $10 in there for now. I'll see what
Okay.
they want to do.
Okay, so I can do 1 for 10. So we'll
I
say
have
that.
golf pros putting these things together, so they're going to tell me.
Okay. So that's there. And so I'm just gonna, are you gonna cap how many you want to sell, or you want to make it unlimited?
It will not be unlimited, so I would just leave it at one.
Okay. All right. And
Or
so
is that for a number available in totality, or is
yes,
that
in
by sale?
totality.
Well,
Totality.
we'll obviously do more than that. I would say 20.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know how many people use those. I know it's a good thing, but I don't play golf.
Yes, so they love those. So that'll be a good price seller for you. So then once you have that there, right here, your purchase availability. This is where you want to put when you want your guests to be able to purchase it. So when you
Okay.
think about this, let's think about like if you have if you turn it on as always to purchase, meaning that your guests can come up on the site, they can purchase their tickets and they can purchase their mulligans before the date of your event. When you think about like check-in, you're kind of think about how you would be able to make sure that they're going to come up to you and say, well, I already purchased my mulligans, here they go, and how you're going to be able to if it's going to be a ticket that they're going to get or something to show that they purchased it before your event day.
Okay.
Usually with golf, there is usually have like a volunteer or maybe two that on that day that are specifically selling your add-ons. So you can have like your volunteer section where if you're going to do a putter contest or your mulligans or whatever type of things that you're going to have for that day, that person has their own equipment, whether it's an iPad or a tablet, that they are showing your guests how to purchase them from their phones, or they are using their tablets to purchase on your guest's behalf.
Right. Okay.
And so we can put this for your day of, and it's going to be October
6th.
the 6th and starting at 9 a.m. And then what time do you think your golf or you're going to be done?
I'd say I just left it till 5.
Okay.
I doubt it would go that long, but you never know with weather.
Don't even say that.
I know.
Let's
We're not going to have any more problems with that, right?
We're not even having that conversation, woman.
I have a wonderful relationship with rain and monsoons and hurricanes.
Oh no.
And golf scrambles.
Oh my goodness. So that's set up for you. And then here's your ticket settings here. So do you want everyone who has a ticket to be able to purchase mulligans, or does that even matter? And it's probably going to be usually with golf, they're required to purchase a ticket to purchase mulligans because you can't have one without the other.
I mean, I just want to be able to just go in and just purchase it. Didn't have to have that.
Yep. So that is there, and that's all set up for you. And this right here is just your supporter experience. This is for your own records. Your guests do not see this. Whether you want it to be picked up at check-in, pick up at the event, you can use those if you want to.
Oh, okay, cool. And you just check it. Alrighty.
Yes. So that's set up for your mulligan. So your other two, you can just go in the same way when you're ready and just click new and create those items for you.
Okay, cool.
So now, are you doing a silent auction, live auction, or anything?
Not that we're aware of at the moment.
Okay. And for your the food that you're going to be serving, are your golfers going to come in and are they going to be seated at a table, assigned tables, or just seated anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay. So that looks good. And just to kind of go through your golf options here, and sometimes, and I would check with whatever golf course you're going to use when it comes to scoring. Sometimes they have their own methods to score, which are a little bit easier than ours because anyone that you use to put your scoring in, they have to have access to your back office, so you would need to make them as a user. So that means they would be able to come, like most orgs don't really want all their volunteers to be able to come back here and see all of this information. But this is here if you want to use it. You can put in your scoring there. So this looks like, are these separate golf courses or?
Those are all locations where I will be doing a golf scramble at this year, and I added those in there, but I was not. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have added it in on this one, but yes, those are all locations where
Okay, so
I've done it. So
so each one of these will be a separate event.
okay,
Yeah. And
so we can
so
just remove them.
yes, let me see if it lets me. If it lets me
But
delete.
once she has this event set up, she can go in and just copy and then change names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. I may have to.
I wouldn't worry about that. We can
Okay.
fix this part later. I mean, I know
Okay.
some folks are wanting to know how to do an auction
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's a
I'd
big
love-
thing that everybody does.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's
Yeah,
go,
we
and
can
we can
fix
say
this stuff
in this
later.
event. Matter of fact, let's go out to your auction template. Any other questions about golf?
No.
Okay.
This is great.
Unless anybody else does.
So I'm going to go to your silent auction template because we can kind of play up in there. So this
we-
is.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I actually do have a question.
Sure.
About the golf.
Uh-huh.
These events are held at state parks throughout the state.
Okay.
I'm not doing the actual part. It's a golf pro or an employee at that park. Once I get this set up, can I make somebody an administrator there at the park who can go in and work through that to see who's registered and all that stuff? Or am I the only one who can do that because I'm setting it up? I need to be able to send that to the park or the employees out in the region so that they can man that part of the software.
So, if you set them back here as a user, they will be able to see all of your events. So when you say they're
Okay.
going to man it, do you mean like they're going to do check-in or?
They're the on-site event staff.
They're the on-site. They're gonna, if somebody needs to purchase something or somebody needs to register,
Oh, okay.
or they're gonna pull the information off to see if they've, how many people are registered and so forth. They're gonna need to do everything that I do.
Okay, so what you want them to be able to do. So what I would do in your case is maybe come here because they don't necessarily need to be back in this area to do that. So if you want them to have a report that shows everyone who registered for your golf, I would come under your analytics and do your tickets here.
Okay.
And it will pull up your ticket report for them so that you can download this, print this out, so they'll be able to see everyone who purchased the ticket. Now,
So
what
I have to do that. They can't. What I'm trying to do is that I don't have to because
But
Yeah,
if we
I
make
need
them,
them to be able to do that.
so if we add them to our event platform, they'll be able to go into that event and pull
They
down the
will.
information.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be able to go
Okay.
to that event and then all the others because we can't,
Okay.
yeah, put them at a separate event. Now, if they're going to
Gotcha.
just help with like check-in and making sure that they check each person in, each event does have this volunteer section here. So this is
Okay.
where you would put in your check-in volunteers, anyone who is going to do checkout, if it's an auction, anyone who's going to sell any of your raffles or fixed price items. That gives them access to admin tools, which
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah, so that's why I said if you print that list out for them, they can have that list. But if they're going to do check-in, you would just come back here and add them as a volunteer to check people out, check in, and use all of these things.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay. And then in your silent auction, okay, where the fun goes. So the same thing goes for your silent auction. You'll come in if you're selling tickets, you would come in and put your ticket types in. If it's just a online straight silent auction and you want to invite your community out to participate in your silent auction, you still want to come back in here and do your site design because you want to make sure your landing page is what you want it to look like, which that's pretty much if you click it and say create an event like this in the beginning, these items are already going to be there for you.
We do have a silent auction site already set up. Becky has one of those as well, if you want to walk through that one.
Okay.
Bourbon and Beyond.
It's a bourbon. Got it.
Bourbon and Beyond.
Perfect.
And
All
then
right.
you should bid on it and come visit us because it'll be fabulous.
Yeah.
That I like bourbon.
So I was obviously playing on one cause all yesterday and this
Okay.
morning. So hopefully I did this right.
Yeah, so let's just look at, okay, so is this
I
one going to
watched
be
videos.
online only? No ticket sales?
Yeah. Online
Okay.
only.
All right. So let's look at, let's see. And this is where okay. So this is your silent auction here that you set up. Now is this so that people can donate items or is this for monetary donations to the organization?
To the organization, just monetary.
Okay, so
I tried to get that off there. If I don't have to have that, I don't have to have it.
yeah, it's not on, so no one can see it, and that's
Okay.
fine. You have that
Okay.
donation button that's going to be on your site for them to donate.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the
And I
only
think
thing,
I've clicked that. So
okay, yep. So that's
Yep.
there. So
Okay.
this is your silent auction. So what Miss Becky did, she went to new. She went in here, she put the name of it, the start date, the end date, and all the times. And then clicked create silent auction. And that's what was created here. So this one right here, you're going to start it on the 29th. Is that the right date? And end on September the 8th?
Yes.
Okay. But
And
your
if we get this right, I might do it as soon as we get done with this, and I'll change that date.
okay. So is
But
your
yeah.
event date the 28th? Because what'll happen, it's going to close out your auction. So when is your actual event? Is it the 28th or the 29th?
I'm wanting the sales to start the 29th and it to end on September the 8th so that I can get the tickets out to the folks because the first night is September the 11th.
Okay. So let me just make sure that your basic details are set up right. So that 8, so starting at 3 and done on the 9th by noon.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
And
one's there.
yeah. And then that's the right time zone, obviously, because
Yes.
did a default there. So I hope.
Yep. So that looks
fixed
good
that.
there.
Okay.
Yep. Kentucky. All right. And then your silent auction.
How do you create the keyword? I notice on this one, Roberta had started this one for me. And there's a keyword down at the bottom there, or where you were just a second ago. It's gone now.
Yes.
But that's one thing I want to get out of that too when you get to that point.
So you have up to 3 keywords that you can use. Let me see.
Oh, really? Only 3?
Yeah, only 3.
Well, you
Oh,
got one
I
of the
see.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all we get?
Total?
Yeah, and I can double check to see what subscription do you
I have no idea at this point.
have?
We can
So
figure
I
that
don't
out
have to
offline.
use
Yeah, I
that.
can,
I don't
no,
have
you
to use
don't have
that
to
because that's
use it,
just,
but
yeah.
I mean that will take right now. You only have the 3, so if you
Yeah.
change it, it'll take another one from your 3.
It automatically gives a code to it anyway. That just
Yeah.
makes it special, right? And it just gives it the
Correct.
Bourbon and Beyond.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's see. So then for your silent auction, so it looks like you came in and you so you have your okay. So your packages are in. Okay, so what you want to do, what Miss Becky did is she went into new and you would put your name of your item there, your description, any restrictions that you have. So if it's a trip and they only can take it January or February, you can put that there. The lot numbers will pop up and go in the order as you put them in there. She already has 4 items in there, so her next lot number is going to be 5. The categories you can select from any categories that we have here. If there's a category that you want that you don't, that we don't have, if you click other and start typing over it or take it off, you can put your own category there.
Okay.
And so right here with the value, when you come in and put your value of your item, the system is going to automatically start your bidding at 50% of whatever you put the value in. And then it will set up your bid, starting bid for you in the increments. If you take a look at that and it's too high or too low, you can always adjust those yourself. Right here is a buy now. So if someone is able to just buy it outright, you just click that and put your buy now price there. If you have any consignment items, this is just a safe check. So that way, if there's an item that you have on consignment, it will not allow anyone to purchase it for less than what you need to, so that the organization doesn't have to owe any money on the item. So this you'll put in that low and selling and then the cost of it, and the system does the rest for you. Here is the donor. If you want the donor to display, you could put that there. If you don't, you want it, you can leave that blank and open. You have up to 3 pictures. Once you put your 3 pictures in, you would have to click the box that you want to be your predominantly picture to show first. You'll notice which one that you have selected because there'll be a yellow border around it. Your image size right here, so that way you'll know what size to be. And this right here, Anita is tracking. This is for your own notes. This is so that you will know, just for your data, the guests do not see this. The only thing with your pickup preferences here in this box, if it is a gift certificate or a voucher, meaning that you're just going to type up a piece of paper and tell them they need to email Jane with these questions. Instead of typing up that paper and having the guest collect that at the end of the night, you can put that here and it'll email the instructions to the winner. Any questions about any of that? All right. So this looks like your Sunday package that's in there. Closing. Now you have closing at 12. So it looks like you changed. Your closing time on this one is going to be different than your whole auction. Is
Oh,
that?
it says AM. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go back and fix those.
Yep. So that means so just to fix that there. Your value looks good. Starting bid at 100. Here is a good feature, and I'll just click it to show you. If you're typing something in here, or if you put the name of the package here and you want AI to draft it, you can click draft with AI. AI will create your description for you just based off the name of your event. I mean, the
Okay.
name of your item. So that looks good there. Yes, so just change those. And see, here's the yellow box around that you would decide which one you want. And that looks good there. The only other option is, say you are working on different packages and you're keeping an Excel spreadsheet. You can also import that Excel spreadsheet instead of going in and typing all of your items here. And so you just need to get the template, and you would do that by clicking import here. And then you're going to click add new, and I don't want to do it because I don't want to mess up the auction that's there. But once you click add new, it'll pop up with a template for you, and it'll show you exactly how to set up your spreadsheet in order to do an import of your items. If you do an import of your items, the only thing you have to come in and do is add your pictures. And so once you are all done and ready, what you would do is you would come in and you would go to your items. They're going to all stay in draft here. Once you're ready, you will take them out of draft and you would just make them ready. You can start your auction and make them ready and make it visible to your guests before your auction starts. So they can kind of get the teaser. They know, on this day, your auction will start, and they have in their mind what they want to bid on.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I will show you if your auction was in person and not, so if you're having like a gala and part of your gala is a silent auction, you can go in and this system will create your display sheets for you automatically. And so all you would have to do is go in and let the system create them, and then you would just print them out. Let me see if it'll let me share that tab instead. And let me see. And it might not do it for me yet, but it will create the display sheets for you instead of you having to go in and print out and do your own display sheets. Any questions about any of that? What else I want to show you? So say for this online auction, you want to invite your community to bid and let them know that you created this auction. If you go under communications and then under invitations, this is where you would go and do that. The system will let you upload your names and phone numbers and email addresses of all of your community that you want. And then down here, this is where you can customize the message that you want to send out to them. And so that would be it. And then if you're silent auction, the same thing. If it has fixed price items, you can add those there for your guests to purchase as well. Once your guests start bidding on items and they start to register, under your event supporters is where you'll start seeing their names. So you'll start seeing everyone who registers, everyone who is bidding, and kind of what's going on with your event. Under communications and under your message settings, so just kind of showing you guys, and this is in all of your events. If you come under message settings this, if you are selling tickets, so you have this message here. This is the redeem ticket message. Anything under here is customizable. So this message will go out to all of your guests who purchase a ticket. This will be the first email that they get, and you can go in and you can change the language there. You also have your receipt message here. This is the top of the receipt. This is the bottom of the receipt. You can change that message there if you want. So anything in here you can customize. The under communications in your messages here, this is where, let's see, did you do your applications for your 1-800 number?
What?
So if you want to, and you can do this for your whole for the whole org, Ms. Roberta, if you want a custom 1-800 number. So what that allows you to do is to go in and customize some of our messages that are there. With that one, it's a free 1-800 number. We just have to have it because if not, it shows up as spam on your guest phone. So you would just come in, and you can go to any of your events and just come in and click start application. And then once you get there, it'll put you on the screen and you can click start application. So you can do that, and that'll be for your whole org. So everyone doesn't have to do it for each of their events. All right, and then let's go back to this. Okay, so this is all of our templated messages that will go out throughout the night. So if you have like your golf, and your golf has a check-in, under here, these are your automated messages. Or if it's a gala and you're doing a check-in, these are the messages that automatically go out to each of your guests. When it comes to the silent auction, the system does it automatically. When they're outbid, they get a message. If you have buy now and someone purchases a lot, they have a message here. At the end of the night, they get this congratulations, you've won message. So none of these you have to worry about. They automatically do it. But say your auction starts on the 28th and you're looking at it Saturday, you want to push out a message to anyone who has already registered. If you come back under messages and click create message, you can pull any message type. So like your auction here, you can promote lots with no bids. You can send a message out for them to bid now. The good thing about this is that you can set it and forget it. So say you want to do it, you want to send out a message to everybody twice a week, letting them know about your auction. So you can come back in here, you can schedule it for later and set the date, and the system will automatically push them out for you. Let's see. Anything else? Any other questions?
So one of the questions that we saw in the chat earlier, are the events editable after the official setup is done, after they've gone live? Can they go back and make a change if they need to?
Yes, they can go back and make a change to like the title of the event, any of the only with the tickets, you have to be, sometimes the system, depending on how many tickets are sold out, you may not, like if you wanted to change the ticket price, instead of editing your ticket price that you have, you would just create. So like if you had an early bird ticket and then a regular ticket, you would create the early bird, and the regular would be different ticket types. You would just have one on at the same time. So everything else you can go in and kind of change in as it's going. For your silent auction, once someone starts bidding on an item, you can't go in and pull it out of your silent auction. But you can go in and add more to the description. You just can't turn it off to stop bidding.
Okay. All right. Next question in the chat was if we're selling votes, or excuse me, if they're doing votes as entries to a contest, what's the best way to do that? Auction, fundraiser, or tickets? So I'm voting on my favorite bowl of chili.
Oh, okay. So what you can do for those is we have this donate to vote, and that's another way to raise some more money. Under your donations here, you can go in and you're gonna make a donation option here, and you're gonna do donate to vote. And what you can do is if it's like chili number one, you can put, or whatever they want to name it, you would put the name, how much it costed them to donate, and put a picture right here. And then they can pay $1, $2, whatever you want to be able to donate, to be able to vote for their best chili.
Okay.
Okay.
So you did that under the Bourbon and Beyond auction. If they were just setting it up as a separate event,
It would
Not-
still have the same thing on the left there. You just go under fundraising, right?
Yes, correct. Yep.
okay.
Okay.
And then Lori asked, what types of payment methods are permitted? All of the major credit cards, correct?
Correct. All the major credit cards, and then you guys can put in checks, but the guests cannot.
Okay. Any other questions, folks? You all are not quiet. I know better. So this is our opportunity. We have her here. Any questions that you have, any concerns that you have, any feedback?
Do we ever have an event where we have raffles?
Oh, we do. And you just caused my heart to skip. So yeah, let's talk about raffles. So raffles are a dirty word in Kentucky and they're a dirty word in the KECC. We do have them though.
Okay.
We have to put strong restrictions around them though, because you cannot raise more than $500
Okay.
and every item has to be the same price. So it cannot be, 1 for $5, 3 for $10. It's 3 for
Okay.
$15.
Cool. That's to be the same thing under raffles. The neat thing about that is almost the same, similar to your fixed price. You would come in under new. Of course, they have this disclaimer here, and I'm just gonna put test in here. We can take it out. And so that opens up your raffle things. Like I said, it looks just like your fixed price item. You'll do the same
Okay.
thing. You'll go in, put all in your descriptions. The neat thing about our system is that you can have a choice between giving out physical tickets, or you can pull the raffle winner yourself, by electronically pulling the winner.
Yeah.
And so that's an option that you can have for your raffles, but it's the same exact screen. You will go in, set that all up. The only thing else with your raffles is I would definitely enable some payment restrictions, so that your guests cannot add their raffle tickets to their carts. And the only reason why I tell you that, because if it's a live event, you don't, and maybe it's okay with you. I've been on site where the raffle winner had not paid for their raffle. And so it was announced, but then at the next day we found out they didn't pay for it. So you want to, if you're okay with your guests adding them to the carts, that's fine. But most want to put this payment restrictions to make them pay as they go before getting their raffle ticket.
Sure.
So that's there, and I'm just going to delete this so that won't be in your event. Okay. Anything?
So
Mhm.
I have a question on that.
Yes.
So when you were in there,
Mhm.
and you mentioned the ticket thing, so you can do all of that just right in that screen, right? You fill out all of that under raffles. You don't have to go back out and go to the ticket thing. Everything that we need to do for raffles is right there, right?
Yes, that is
Good.
correct.
Okay.
All in that section. What about any events where you have donation moments or paddle raises?
No, I don't think we have any live events where there will
Okay.
be paddle raises.
Okay.
We do have some events where it'll be selling it could be selling baked goods, it could be
Mhm.
selling bowls of chili, it could be selling, I'm trying to think of what else you all sell, Jeans Days.
Baked goods and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yep. And so those will be just go under your, if it's just a regular, you're selling bowls of chili, you could just put them under the fixed price item. But if you want to make the extra money and it's actually a chili cook off and you want them to pay to vote, then you would put that under donation and then let them do the donate to vote.
so when you set up your chili cook-off, set it up for in as well as setting up for voting.
Yes.
Do guests have to register or create an account in order to bid on items?
They do. Yes. They would,
Okay.
it will have them register. They will put in their name, email address, and phone number. In order for anyone to bid on a silent auction, they do have to put a credit card on file. And
Mhm.
so it'll prompt them to do that.
Yeah, and that's the same in any system like this.
Mhm.
So there was one following up on Kelly's question about votes for entries. What about a contest? For example, a person enters a contest to win a prize and the prize is awarded based on their score. Would it be better structured as a vote to donate, a raffle, or something else? Well, not a raffle.
Yeah.
No raffle.
So I would put that under the donate to vote. Actually, I had one organization who gave away chairs, like a sofa, to someone who won, who had the most votes. So what they did was they put every sofa, they had their own like upholstery designers or custom sofas, and they put them all under donate to vote. And then what happened was the one who had the most votes, they auctioned that off in their live auction for someone to purchase. So I would put those under donate to vote for that one.
Okay. Any other questions directly related to One Cause? You're doing something like a bake sale and they want to pay by card, is there a QR code or quick link for someone to be able to pay? And we can see they did to ensure it went through.
Yes. Yep. So right here, each event will create under event links, it will create your event site and it will create a QR code for that event. So for your bake sale, you can have this QR code and that will bring them right in to be able to register and to purchase. Also, keep in mind that once you create your fixed price items, see how we generated that display sheet for your silent auction, you can do the same thing for your fixed price items. So if you have a table and it's all of your baked goods out and you want to put a display sheet for someone to just go directly to that pecan pie or whatever it is, you can print out your display sheet and it'll send them the QR code on it and they can go straight to that item for them. Now, for you to be able to see if they purchase, there'll be a couple of things. You can go under your analytics here and click on fixed price items, and it will pull up all the reporting. You'll be able to see who purchased what right here. It'll have their name and their phone number, but they will also get a receipt to their email and they could just show it to you and you'll see that it's paid.
Awesome. Any last questions before we wrap this up, folks? This is new for everybody.
Yes.
We're going to be walking our way through. The last thing I would love for you to show them is how to get help and how to find the tools.
Yes. So right here in your corner of all your events, this is your AI guide. I use it. Sometimes I'm in here and I have a question, things change sometimes on us. You can go in and you can type whatever it is that you want to type, what question that you want. So let's see. So like if I wanted to do how to create a ticket option, you click on it, it will give you the answer to your question. It'll give you the options once it comes up to thumbs up and thumbs down. If you choose to thumbs down it because you're like, oh, maybe that doesn't sound right, or I want more information, once you click the thumbs down here, it will have you contact support. You can go ahead, it'll let you chat with someone live. So that's one way to get help. Right here, this question here, you can ask a question to chat with support as well. This is all of our videos. All of our courses are located here. If you want to take a look at different videos and go through and try to find out how to set up something. So that's a way for you to go in as well. Oh, I don't want you to guys step through that. And then get help within our support center. If you click that, that will bring you to this screen. If you scroll down, we also have our support number here. You can call them, you can email them, and they'll be able to help. Any questions about any of that?
Anybody?
Not now, but are you available when we do have questions?
Yeah, so you can definitely, and I'll put my email address in the chat.
But also those tools that she just showed you are ways to get immediate help
Yes, to get immediate help. Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
because there are no guarantees that she's available in that moment.
Correct. Yep.
I get it. This looks like it does a lot more, for
It
us.
does.
To where we don't have to just be slowly nitpicking it and putting it in and then putting this in and another picture and just some of the basics on top of it.
Yep, there's a whole lot in here. Like I said, any questions that you have, it's quick for support. And one thing I will say for that. So say it is your golf day. And you call support, there is an option that's going to say, is today your event day? You select that option, that gets you straight to someone that can help you right away.
That's good because I always have problems right on the event day an hour before.
Yep, just give them a
Literally
call.
2 to 3 years every year, 1 hour before or during, and I just
Yes, and so
get a frenzy.
yeah, and that brings up another thing. If your event is on the weekend, because support knows that you have an event set up for that time, they have someone there that's available. So we always have on-call support on the weekends as well.
That's wonderful.
Well, anything else? Any other questions?
It's hard for me to visually see this aesthetically on how it's gonna look. I mean, is it gonna look at what I'm seeing now? Is that what it's gonna look like, or is it gonna have more?
When
For
it's
your-
finished,
Can you show
Yeah.
her what the page looks like?
what will the
Yeah.
customer see when the page goes live?
Yeah, like just do a preview under the event link.
Of this one, you want me to show you?
Yeah,
this
you could
one?
do it that way, right?
Yep.
Just do event site.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna.
Do we need to make it active before that can happen?
Yes. Yep.
I can wait till tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or 3?
Oh no, it's okay. I turned it on.
Okay.
Okay.
You can turn it back off. So this is one that has more pictures there.
Hey, Lakeisha, you stop sharing.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one that is that's turned on that someone already created. So this is their 4 slides that will go here. This is your silent auction, which will turn on whenever you're ready. And so this is what your page looks like so far.
So that'll
Yeah,
already kind of be there to where I won't have to download this picture like I usually do, or
You will have to download it and put it into your site.
okay.
Yep.
It won't just be like right there where I can just go. bloop.
That's part of the pre-populated. If they hit the copy this event, that's
Yes.
already there.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that'll be there.
Gotcha.
For you.
that's what the templates are for. And I messed up
Correct.
the golf one. Sorry.
Trial and
That's
error.
okay.
Trial and error.
So be careful.
I'll mess
Just
3 up
copy.
before I get it right, So I was about a few rough drafts. So I'll start early.
Yeah.
No, that looks good.
Yeah.
And I like the new brochures, I really do. I think they look wonderful, and I like the Heart of Team Kentucky, and then we got one new charity, it looks like. I need to put in my donation letters.
That's a good question. Lakeisha, Monica asked, will we be able to, next year, will we be able to see past events and copy so that we don't have to start over?
Correct. Yep.
Yes,
You'll
ma'am.
do the same thing. Yep.
Good.
Love it.
Yes. Yeah, you can even turn over your it'll ask you when you go to copy an event that has like a silent auction, any items that have not been assigned or they did not get bid on, it'll ask you, do you want to add those to your next event? So you'll have that choice too.
Perfect.
And will you show them where it says, I added donate today? If you click on that, show them how that is, because you can add that button and it lets
yeah.
people just do monetary donations.
Yep, right there.
And you can customize it. And they can put
Mhm.
whatever amount they want.
Yep, they can put in whatever they want and just click donate.
Gosh, this is all the people coming. They're going to be on. I can't even read that many, and I have glasses on.
Any other questions?
No, but thank you so much for all that
You're
information.
welcome.
I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. No
Lakeisha, this
problem.
was great. We appreciate your help. So again, if you need further assistance, they've got the One Cause University that you can go out and watch the videos. They have the chat feature, just like our previous platform did. If you're in the middle of an event setup and you're stuck, you're just not certain what to do next, you can always go in and chat and ask that question. There's a phone number that you can call and talk to a human. There are so many ways to get help.
Yes.
When in doubt, don't think that you're sitting there alone. We always want to be able to reach out and help. So utilize any of those 3 options. If it's just you're absolutely stuck, Lakeisha has given you her number. If you do reach out to Lakeisha, I ask that you copy me on that. Just so I know how often we're bothering her, but also so that we're tracking to see what the problems are and if there's something that we need to further train on. We want to make certain that we are staying connected on that. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and end the web call. Thank you so much, Lakeisha.
You're
I appreciate you
welcome.
so much spending this time
You're
with us.
welcome.
We have amazing coordinators and they are going to do some fantastic
I'm
events this
excited.
year. So we cannot wait to see what comes next, guys.
Yes.
And get ready to bid on Bourbon and Beyond because I hear they're going live soon.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to look.
Thanks, everyone.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.